How's it going, YouTube? I hope everybody's doing well. Today's definitely a day that I was like, do I do videos today? I had a rough night. For some reason, I just couldn't sleep. Like, I went to bed at like 12:30, finally fell asleep at like 3:30. Woke up just before my wife got up at like 5. Went back, tried to go back to sleep. Ended up falling back asleep, I think, at like 6:15. Woke up at 7:40 to get my daughter off to school. It was like 8 o'clock, right around 8 o'clock when she left, and I set my alarm for 11:15. Figured if I could at least get 3 solid hours of sleep, maybe I would, feel okay and stuff. So alarm went off. I got up, got dressed, and got ready because today we were waiting on. I mean, the wife was working obviously, but today was the final appointment to get our washer fixed because they've come out like 3 or 4 times to fix it, and they've replaced this component, they've replaced that component, they replaced the motor. And when they replaced the motor, we thought everything was gonna be good, but they replaced the motor and it still wouldn't do anything. Turned out to be not just the motor, but a little cable that they connect that they apparently they had actually replaced that little wire or whatever, but it was defective. I guess it was shipped. It was um, came from the warehouse defective. So it would start up, it wouldn't even start the spin cycle because it wouldn't connect. It wasn't doing a connection between, I don't know, two different parts of the motor. I don't know, but so um, he showed up today like 11:30, which I was like, well, I'm glad I didn't go back to sleep thinking I'd just go ahead and get up at noon. I got up and came down, and he knocked on the door about 10 minutes later. And it was like, oh hey, what's up? And so got that fixed. Doing some laundry loads now. Got some clothes that got washed. Got my wife's blanket, her comforter or whatever, and some of my clothes are in the wash now. I just gotta move those over. So it's nice to not have to worry about getting change. Getting quarters or whatever to do laundry. It's pretty nice because we have a dryer, but the washer wouldn't work. So which is funny because we fixed the dryer. I don't know, about 2 months back or something. It was out for like 6 months because I didn't know if it was going to cost to get them fixed. Because we've had them for like about 3 years. It was one of those rent to own type deals where we got it through Aaron's, and then we ended up paying them off, and they worked for a while. Then the dryer quit, and I had finally reached out to Samsung about them and said, "What do I have to do to get these fixed or whatever, to get the dryer fixed?" And they're like, actually, you don't have to pay anything. It's actually covered. Blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, cool. All right. So they came out, got the dryer fixed, and thankfully, after 4 times of coming to our house for the washer, they finally got the washer working. So things are good. Things are good. I don't know if I'm gonna do too long a video on here today because even with those 3 hours of sleep, for those 3 hours, I mean, I think I might have got like five. I don't know, like an hour and a half here, an hour and 20 minutes there, and then 3 hours. So yeah, probably about five or whatever. Broken sleep throughout the night. So yeah, fun times, guys, fun times. But you know how it is. Even when you're tired or when you're having a bad day or you're just not feeling the greatest or whatever, you gotta keep grinding every day and stuff. Um, so yeah, and I thought about it today too. I was like, you know what? I was like, I know I'm trying to keep each business individual. On one of like HB Naturals here on YouTube and the mailbox gig over on Facebook, but I don't know. It's like trying to come up with just talk about one topic for one and one topic for the other, and it's like well, so so anyway, guys. I was thinking the other day about how it would be really awesome if because I've actually got an EPS store mailbox which I use for my businesses because I figure I don't want stuff to. I mean, obviously for HB Naturals, I have that stuff. Anything I order, I have it delivered to my apartment. That's fine. But as far as like uh, mailers and stuff like that, I'm just doing it all through the UPS store, so that way, keep it all in one place. Just like when I get my wife and my daughter involved, I'm gonna have them use my box as well, so that way everything will go to that box. We can just go down there and get it for all of us, whatever. But yeah, so I got my Fitbit was all halfway turned around my wrist. I'm like, I hate it when it does that, but gotta love being able to count steps and your heart rate and all that fun stuff, but oh man, I am freaking exhausted, and what made it worse? It wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad thing, but what made me more tired was laying there. I was on the recliner. My wife was passed out on her side, and my daughter, the baby's mama, was on the other couch, just on her phone or whatever, and the grandbaby was on me, totally passed out. And he was just like, I'm sitting there, and he's just like laying on this side, we're reclined or whatever, and he's turned sideways, and for a little while he had the baba, his bottle or whatever, just tucked right here, and he'd been drinking it, but then of course he fell asleep and started to kind of fall out of his mouth, and so I slowly took the baba and set it aside because of course it's one of those, if you tip it upside down, with these baby bottle nipples, it'll just spray out through it's a small stream, but it'll still spray out through the nipple or whatever. And it's like, yeah, let me move that before I end up wearing half this bottle, But so he was laying on me, and I was like, "Woo, this is so relaxing. I'm getting tired myself." so yeah, I was just hanging with the fam, relaxing, do what we gotta do. And I joked around with the wife. I turned and kind of grinned at her, and I said, "So, everything that needs to be fixed or replaced has been fixed or replaced, because the couch, we had the couch that my daughter was sitting on, and then we had this little white love seat or whatever that was kind of like, it was very old, and we got it for free because it was one of those where like we found like somebody was getting rid of it. Well, our cats would always tag it, and we had to keep washing the slip cover, and it would just beat up. It was it was very well used couch. And so when we got our new sofa, another rent to own, another rent to own thing right there, where we're making weekly or biweekly payments on it. We basically got rid of the other couch that we just couldn't keep clean because it was like it had been tagged before we got it, and so our cats would just constantly pee on it. It's like, man, they peed on the couch again, shit, So thankfully, we've been pretty lucky with the new couch, with the new sofa. They haven't tagged that one at all. So, but guys, I got to go. I'm still waiting on my workers' comp check too, which is they said they sent it out last Friday. We've literally, it's what, Thursday now, and haven't received it yet. Say, what the hell, guys? Because I've been out for like 3 or so weeks. I'm gonna be out of work at least until the early March because of my knee. I'm looking at other options as far as like temporary work because I'm continuing to build the businesses, continuing to work on those. But if I have to go back to a job in general, I'm gonna try to find something that won't beat me up as much as my job with FedEx, doing the FedEx ground did, because my knees, I got to lose the weight, but having all the weight I do doesn't make it easier on my knees when I'm walking 7 miles a day and walking up and down stairs or whatever. It's like, so, but just pushing on and do what we got to do. And was talking. I actually went down to the mailbox. It's kind of funny, and was chatting because the mail carrier. I can't say mail guy because it was a female delivering the mail today. Was talking to her, and I was because I was like, she's like, oh, today's supposed to be my day off, whatever. I was like, yeah, told her how I drive. I'm a delivery driver for FedEx, but I'm looking to change that as far as the job goes, because it's one thing to have to work a job. It's another thing to work a job that everybody that works the job long enough, they have knee problems because they're constantly out there jumping in and out of trucks at least 100 times a day walking up and down flights of stairs, carrying 200-pound shit, and it's like, okay, so I'm working on. That's why I'm, as soon as those checks come in, I've got already a plan to get some more mailers out there and start keep working on packing the pipe for the mailbox gig and stuff. And I also plan to get some mailers out there, print off some flyers, and try it through the mail with HB. Try to see what I can do there because that is definitely. I think that's gonna actually do really well if I make up some flyer for HB Naturals and with the deal or whatever, and get like 50 or 100 leads, and get the stamps and load them all up and just send them out. I might have to do that and not send, not put my return of address label on the envelopes. Although I don't know, because I actually thought it was kind of cool the letter I got yesterday that has that other program that's like $10. That's like it's like a gift. It's almost like a gift program or something. But you only send $10 to one person, and then you adjust the two names on the flyer. You delete one, you move the other one over, you put your name on the second one, and then you send it out to at least 200 people. And then if everybody does that, then so I was like, yeah, $10, I'll give it a shot. I mean, that's the thing. I'm trying to keep an open mind. I mean, Integrity Mailers United is the mailbox gig, my main mailbox gig focus, and HB Naturals is my other business I'm working on as well. I'm working on those two businesses, but I plan to be home full time, so I'm open minded to other mailbox stuff that isn't going to cost me a lot to do. The biggest thing that's kind of hard to do is or to deal with is the stamps and being able to get the stuff printed because you need 200 copies of your flyer or whatever. It could be a little bit expensive to do that if you don't have a printer. So my thought process this week is I'm thinking whenever the checks arrive, I'm thinking go ahead and get the 200 stamps and go out and buy myself an actual printer, like a decent printer that's not like a couple $100, but one that will actually do the job halfway decent, that I can easily print 200 pages at a time, and go ahead and just get that done, so that way I could print it without having to, order, like go to the copy places and pay like 50 cents a page, or do like what I did before where I ordered online, which I got a pretty good deal. I got 200 pages and I paid like $40 with shipping or whatever. So it wasn't bad. It was pretty good. So, but try to keep an open mind because my goal, what I'm working towards, is to be here full time and to not have to worry about money. So I don't want to work my life away and stuff, and I want to be able to get healthier. And I know that I need time freedom. I need time freedom and money freedom, financial freedom, in order to achieve that. So that way I can have the money to do what I need to do, but also have the time to do what I need to do to start to get either like there's certain shots I got to get because I know got to get my certain hormones back in balance in order to get which testosterone, so in order to get myself kick up my metabolism and start, because you would think I've been with FedEx for 4 plus months, 4 or 5 months, and I'm putting in 7 miles a day, and I'm not losing any weight, and I'm not out there eating all sorts of stuff. I'm literally like, I'll have some breakfast when I leave. I'll get some chicken strips when I'm on my way to my route, and then I usually won't. I'll be drinking Powerade or water throughout the day while I'm hitting the pavement, delivering packages or whatever, and then I'll eat something for dinner when I get home. So it's not like I'm eating all day every day or whatever, and it's like still the weight was still climbing, and it's like, yeah, I gotta go through whatever I can with the doctor to get checked out and see what things need to be corrected so that I can actually like kick up the metabolism and start boosting the weight loss and stuff, because all it is climbing, so. But hey, but that's why some of the products that we have with HB Naturals are pretty awesome, because some of them help with weight loss, which I've been thinking I've done some of the weight loss powders before with him, but I did it when I was over the road as a trucker, and so I was doing it in water, which really is nasty. Shaking up this powder and trying to drink the water when you're basically getting chunks of the powder in the water. It's like, the way I've heard from my sponsor, what he and other people do is they mix that powder into like shakes or smoothies or whatever, so that way they can drink the shake or smoothie and not have to worry about it. They don't taste the powder. It's all mixed in, and they can drink that, and it helps curb their appetite and stuff like that. So I'm looking at what things I could try, but got to be able to. I know I got to place another order with HB to reactivate my account as I'm currently inactive. Um, you got to be 20. Got to place a 25 PV order or more every month to be active, to be in their binary matrix, to get people placed under you and be able to make small amounts every Friday from anybody in the matrix that might place an order. It might be $1 here, $1 there, but it's something. But you only can keep the people that place under you if you are active with a 25 PV order or a 100 PV order or something per month. So, but really, really excited as far as the cash out or the mailbox cash biz or whatever. Really looking forward to that taking off. Um, I got to figure out with the owner of the business uh, what's going to happen, because I know I had at least 5 or 6 out of 110 that I mailed out myself, and I had 250 the company mailed out. But I've had at least 5 or 6 that came back to me, and I knew they were ones I sent because they had my return address label on them. And so I sent pictures of those to her because, of course, obviously I got the leads from the company. So probably going to get that reimbursed, or they're going to mail out those mailers for me in exchange for those ones that didn't go out. So all it is keep going on and stuff. But I'm also gonna my next move is probably gonna do that other program I received. That's $10. I'm gonna go ahead and send off my one $10 payment and send off the 200. Get at least 200 copies of the page and 200 envelopes and stamps, and go ahead and, because I've got extra leads here I could use myself. Give those a try, see how good those leads are. I've had them for a while, so I might get some of those coming back to be also, because you never know. But gonna keep it up and try this and try that, and keep working at it and see what see what happens. So, because not gonna quit until I succeed. So that's what it's all about. So on that note, guys, since so the two businesses that, if you want to check them out, HB Naturals, you can sign up for free, create a free wholesale account. Go to hbnpowerline.com/CEAZ freedom. Or if you want to order products, go to shophbn.com/CEAZ freedom. And to check out the mailbox gig, go to integritymailersunited.com/Christopher. So feel free to check any of those links out, because I don't believe, I do believe in multiple streams. I don't believe in multiple streams to the point of where somebody has like 15 to 20 different businesses. I know they say that the average millionaire has 7 or 8 streams of income, but a lot of people that I've seen, that I've interacted with or done business with through Facebook or whatever, a lot of them are trying to jump into every single thing. It's like $20 for this, $100 for this, and blah blah blah. And they, you see them like every day. There's like 5 or 6 different businesses they're promoting on their page, and I'm trying to keep it fairly consistent, trying to keep it just these 2 main businesses, and not really. And I do passive stuff, as well. I have some my passive trades and stuff like that, where I'm, where you basically you buy certain platinum ad packs and you just let it build. And you get a certain percentage daily or whatever. I'm doing that, but I'm all about not having to be out there constantly recruiting, because I'm not a very big recruiter. I have it's funny, on Facebook I have 3,000 friends, but or 3,000 people I'm connected with technically, because I don't, not friends, but 3,045 friends, but don't really interact. I don't really get a lot of interaction. I get some, but that's why I'm I do what I can on Facebook and doing what I can on here. And I know I got to keep doing it every day and building that presence. Not stopping, just do it every day. Put some videos out here. Doing what my recent subscriber actually comments and stuff, which I guess you know what they say, if you want the results somebody else is having, do what they do. And I'm obviously looking forward to when my subscriber base grows on YouTube, and I start to pick up traction, and I get those people, those random signups for HP Naturals, or I get the random people signing up with the Mailbox Cash Business. That is one thing too about that I want to throw out there before I end this video. That on the Mailbox Cash Business, what's really awesome about it that I found out the other day is um, what the owner was saying was that if somebody comes in at a lower level, let's say they come in at level 2, and then they somebody joins them, but joins them at a higher level, the company will work with them to try to get them upgraded. Like, hey, would you want to use the money that you made that came in for that sign up? Do you want to use that to upgrade? So you're at that higher position and you're able to capitalize on a higher level. And of course, most people, if they don't have to pay out of pocket for that upgrade, if they can just use what somebody came in at, like, let's say level 6 or level 7, and the person can use the difference to pay, or to the amount that came in to pay the difference, so they can upgrade. The company's letting them do that because they're all about everybody making as much money as possible, everybody winning. And I'm like, that's really awesome, because it was a part of another one where if you weren't at that level, then you got paid at whatever level you're at. But then the difference is, it was like it's like the sponsor got paid, the sponsor's sponsor got paid, and the company got paid. So if the sponsor was at like level 1 and somebody came in at level 5 or level 4 or something, they would get paid at level 1, and the sponsor would get their payment plus the difference that the first sponsor didn't get, and then the company would get the other part. So I remember I was at level 2 on that Mailbox Cash Biz, and somebody came in at level 4, and I missed out on like $1,500. So it was my sponsor. My sponsor actually made out pretty well. Like, she was gonna make like 400 or something like that, and instead she made like 16 or something. It was weird. It was like she made like 1,500 instead of what she was gonna make, because she got the 1,000 plus that I missed out on or whatever. And it was like, well, that sucks, but thankfully I'm already at the top position. And I'll throw it out there here too, because since I'm talking about both businesses on this YouTube video, up until the 16th, the company is offering free upgrades. That's promotion for free upgrades, where if you come in at level 2 or above, they're giving you a bump up at least 2 levels. So the second level, which is manager, which is $160, that one, people are getting bumped up to the boss position, which is normally $640, but they're not paying that. They can come in at the manager level and get bumped to boss. If they come in at level 3, which is director, they're getting bumped up to the executive, which is the $900 something position, but they're paying the $320 for director. Now the real big one, which is the one I did, I'll admit couldn't afford it at the time, especially because I knew my knee was going out. I knew I was going to be out of work for a minute, but I got paid, and it was like, you know what, I'm going to do it because I plan to be home full time. I don't plan to be working myself to death, so I did it. It's $640 for boss, and the promotion with that one is they are bumping everybody up to the top position, level 7, which is the Royal CEO. Normally $2,000, but they're giving it. If people come in at the boss position for $640, they're giving them a free upgrade to bump it. Now they mail out kits for level 2 and up. You get an email kit, like email flyer stuff, for level 1, but level 2 and above, you also get stamps, you get leads, you get envelopes, you get your flyer and cover letter. And for boss level and above, you get a free website and funnel. It is possible to get a website and funnel for the lower levels, but there's a charge because they outsource it. They pay somebody or another company to do it. So, or they pay a contractor and a solo person. I don't know, but they pay to do it. So if you come in at the boss, it's free. But if you come in below that, you can get it. It's just it's a little bit of so. Anyway, guys, that's integritymailersunited.com/Christopher. Or if you want to check out HB Naturals, go to hbandpowerline.com/CEAZ Freedom. I'm going to end it with that. It's probably one of the longest YouTube videos I've had so far. But honestly, and I know I talked a little bit more about the promotions with the mailbox gig on this video. And so I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. So that way, go to those links if you want to sign up. You can sign up for the Mailbox Cash gig electronically on the website by sending a payment to Cash App or PayPal or whatever. Or you can do it through Cash to the Mail, which is really awesome. And you can do it in other countries as long as they have access to those payment services. And the company will mail out the company will actually do mailers for you if you're in another country, especially your first round. And then I think they'll probably charge you for additional rounds, but I think they'll mail out your first round of mailers for you for free if you're in another country, because obviously you get stamps or whatever, and U.S. stamps aren't any good over another country. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end it with that. I look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow on the next video. Keep on being awesome. Keep pushing forward. Keep believing. Keep working towards it. Don't let people tell you you can't, and don't let the life knocking you down keep you down. Make you give up or anything. So just keep on keeping on, guys. Let's do this. Let's rock it. Let's make this success happen. I look forward to working with you. We'll talk to you next time on the next video, guys. Have a good one.